Very good.
If Tony Abbott ends up the Prime Minister of Australia, I mean, you've got to say, God help us. God help us.
The last election was 2 years ago. That means that the next election is 1 year away at most. That means that within a year, the Australian people will have the chance to vote. I'm going to shirt front Mr Putin. You bet you are. You bet I am. Yeah. Premier Minister. Yeah. We. What's your name, darling? Over here. Comment appel. Let me just get this right. Je m'appelle. Vous appelle Louise. I'm just trying to remember my schoolboy French.
So commit suicide, Tony Abbott. You know?
I've listened. I've learned. I have listened. I have learned.
That's bullshit. I regret swearing on Lateline last night.
Shit happens.
Well, we all have to live with shit. It's part of being in public life. It is.
I'm a 67-year-old pensioner, 3 chronic incurable medical conditions, 2 life-threatening, and I work on an adult sex line to make ends meet.
They're young. They're feisty. I think I can probably say have a bit of sex appeal.
I want to say that again, Sophie.
I'm sorry? Say you think, yeah. Say you think.
My mummy calls him Tony Dum Dum because she thinks he is so, dumb.
What's you like with the apron, mate?
Get that up. And we honour all the children who have tried. I hear what you're saying. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I know some gay people extremely well, Tony. I really do. I really do, mate, okay?
Homosexuality. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I probably feel a bit threatened. Good morning, sir. How are you? Oh, really? The housewives of Australia need to understand as they do the ironing. Where are the ladies, by the way? There are some ladies in this delegation.
There are, yes.
Where are they?
Which camera to look at?
What's happened to the lady?
Prime Minister, the Canning by-election is set to
Towards towards the female section of society. Just because a person is sick doesn't mean that he is necessarily pure of heart in all things. You know, again, Kerry, the statement as look, this government's a bit like the Irishman who lost £10 betting on the Grand National and then lost £20 on the action replay.
You know what peak speed is?
Again, if you're going to get me into a technical argument, I'm going to lose it, Kerry, because I'm not a tech head. I withdraw.
I thank the Leader of the
It's
Opposition.
still an untrue statement.
The Leader of the Opposition will remove himself from the chamber.
Hello, Tony.
If I don't, mate, I won't live long enough. I'll never see. Well, it's important.
Liberal Labor, they all only look after the Jewish bankers. They always sell out the Australian people. When are you going to look after the Australian public like the Constitution says? Why are you going to only look after the bankers and the corporations, Tony?
Mr. Abbott, turn round. Mr. Abbott, face the question, Mr. Abbott. Don't walk away like you always do, Mr. Abbott.
No one, however smart, however well educated, however experienced, is the suppository of all wisdom.
How's that turning into a media circus? Okay, well tell me, what's the context, and if it's out of context, what is the context? You're not saying anything, Tony.
I've given you the response you deserve.